हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बैक टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल। इस वीडियो में हम एमएससी जूलॉजी 4th सेमेस्टर का फर्स्ट पेपर न्यूरोफिजियोलॉजी जर्नल फिजियोलॉजी का टॉपिक टिश्यू रेस्पिरेशन का स्टडी करेंगे। इंट्रोडक्शन। टिश्यू रेस्पिरेशन, आल्सो नोन एज इंटरनल रेस्पिरेशन, इज फंडामेंटल physiological process in all living organisms. It is the means by which cells generate energy for various biochemical and physiological activities. This process involves the utilization of oxygen and the breakdown of organic compounds like glucose to produce energy in the form of adenosine triphosphate. Understanding tissue respiration is crucial for comprehending cellular metabolism, the role of enzyme and the interaction between the respiratory and circulatory system. This essay delves into definitions, mechanism, type and the importance of tissue respirations, its regulations and how it integrates with the body metabolic framework. Definitions of tissue respiration. Tissue respiration refers to the metabolic processes occurring within the mitochondria of cells, where oxygen is utilized to oxidize glucose, fatty acids, and amino acids to produce energy in the form of ATP. The process also generates carbon dioxide and water as byproduct. Steps in tissue respiration. First, glycolysis. Location: cytoplasm. Glucose is broken down into pyruvate, producing a small amount of ATP and NADH. Second, pyruvate oxidation. Location: mitochondrial matrix. Pyruvate is converted into acetyl coenzyme A, which enters the Krebs cycle. Krebs cycle, also called a citric acid cycle. Location: mitochondrial matrix. Acetyl coenzyme is oxidized to produce NADH, FADH2 and a small amount of ATP. Fourth, electron transport chain and oxidative phosphorylations. Locations: inner mitochondrial membrane. Electron from NADH and FADH2 are transferred through protein complexes, creating a proton gradient that drives ATP synthesis. ATP of tissue. Types of tissue respirations. First, aerobic respirations and the second, anaerobic respirations. First, aerobic respirations require oxygen produce a large amount of ATP, approximately 36 to 38 ATP molecule per glucose molecule. Byproduct: carbon dioxide and water. Example: human skeletal muscles during normal activity. Second, anaerobic respirations occur in the absence of oxygen, produce a small amount of ATP, 2 ATP molecule per glucose molecule. Byproducts: lactic acid in animals or ethanol and carbon dioxide in certain microbes. Example: human skeletal muscles during intense activity. Example: sprinting. Significance of tissue respirations. First, energy production. ATP synthesized through tissue respiration powers essential biological functions such as muscle contraction, nerve conduction, and active transport across membranes. Second, carbon dioxide removal. Carbon dioxide produced during respirations is expelled via the circulatory and respiratory system, maintaining acid-base balance. Third, heat generations. Energy released in the form of heat help in thermoregulation. Metabolic intermediates. Byproduct of respiration serve as a precursors for synthesizing amino acids, nucleotides, and lipids. Fifth, maintenance of cellular activities. Tissue respiration supports growth, repair, and reproduction at the cellular level. Regulations of tissue respiration. First, enzymatic control. Key enzymes like hexokinase, pyruvate dehydrogenase, and ATP synthase regulate metabolic pathway. Second, oxygen availability. Oxygen concentration affect the rate of aerobic respirations. Third, ATP demand. Cellular respiration rate increases with heightened energy requirements such as during exercise. Hormonal influence. Hormones like insulin and glucagon regulate glucose availability for respiration. Difference between tissue respiration and external respiration. Aspect external respiration, tissue respiration. Definitions of external respirations. Gas exchange between air and blood. Definitions of tissue respirations. Energy production within the cell. Location of external respirations. Lung. Locations of tissue respiration. Mitochondria of cell. Oxygen role of external respirations. Absorbed into blood. Oxygen role of tissue respiration used to oxidize glucose. Byproduct external respirations. Non-specific byproduct tissue respiration is carbon dioxide and water. Disease related to tissue respiration. First, hypoxia. Second, mitochondrial disorders. First, insufficient oxygen supply affect ATP production leading to the tissue damage. Second, mitochondrial disorders. Defective mitochondria impairs oxidative phosphorylations causing energy deficits. Third, lactic acidosis. Excessive anaerobic respirations due to hypoxia leads to the lactic acid accumulations causing acidosis. Conclusions. Tissue respirations is a cornerstone of cellular metabolism, ensuring energy supply for all physiological functions. It highlights the intricate interplay between the biochemical pathway, enzymes, and organ systems. Any disruptions in tissue respirations, whether due to disease or environmental factor, underscores its critical role in maintaining homeostasis. Continued research into tissue respiration mechanisms offer potential therapeutic approaches for metabolic and mitochondrial disorders. References.